Good morning everybody, so here we are on Saturday, and as you can see we're just getting the cargo loaded on board. We're going to be flying to Milan this morning, and we are running a number of programs, but most importantly I'm going to be doing the proper full test of Active Sky, and we're going to see how it generates during the flight. I can say that the weather is realistic at the moment, and so we're going to see how it generates across the flight and see if it puts any errors up or glitches or things like that. Believe it or not, the software has actually been updated tomorrow, so it came out yesterday and we've already gone to a different version today, so we're running the latest version as well. So we'll be catching up very shortly once we get airborne. Look forward to speaking to you then. You take care now. Okay, welcome aboard everybody again. So we've just left London and we're on our initial climb out, and the first thing you sort of can really notice is the fact that we're getting buffering. We are getting
Romeo London Control, Roger.
Wind effects, if you can understand what I mean. You can see the aircraft is flexing and being buffeted by the air as we pass through. So that's the first thing we've noticed.
Give an 87 Tango, route direct, Hypnid. Route direct, Hypnid, with an 87 Tango.
So, good afternoon again. So we're sort of just getting on with the flight now, and you can see the various different weather clouds below us. So from what I understand, the Active Sky still uses the Microsoft graphics for the clouds, but it interprets the metar readings from all the different weather stations and then injects them into the sim. So I personally think we've got a better haze at the distance, sorry. Can you tell I was working last night? It's been a long night. So we noticed the turbulence. Excuse me. Definitely a lot of buffeting as we climbed out of Heathrow. You can clearly see different cloud patterns in areas, and like I say, the haze in the distance feels a lot better to me. So again, we'll keep you informed because we're going to be going towards the Alps very shortly as we head down towards Milan, and then we'll see if there's any difference of weather as we pass that area. Like I say, this is testing videos, so we'll find out whether we prefer this or go back to the default Microsoft weather. Let's see how it goes. Thank you. Excuse me again. So here we are back in the outside view. We're not far from the Alps. We're heading down. I don't even know what I'm getting at the moment. Well, I do obviously. So a bit more like the clouds. It looks like there's rain clouds sort of in these areas. You can see they're adjusting as we get metar coming through. And you can see the clouds are casting shadows underneath by the darkness underneath. If you're wondering why my fields look so good, that's the active seasons, Rex active seasons. Again, you can see different layers of clouds and possible rain there and in the distance. So we're definitely getting the cloudscapes. It would be nice, of course, if we had weather radar, but we can't have too much, I suppose. So we are in the process of I've got set up for landing now, and you can see our current route. If we just we're just over here, over France, and then we're heading down across Switzerland, and then into Italy. But I will keep you informed again. Like I said, this is a good test to see how the weather system operates. It's all being injected live. It's live weather again from the metar stations. I would like to point out that I am not sponsored in any which way, shape or form by Active Sky. I don't do anything like that. I don't do sponsorship. Everything you see is what we pay for, and give it a go. If we don't like it, we don't like it, and we will give you an honest opinion as always. So 39 minutes into the flight, we've probably got an hour left, I'm guessing. 355 miles, yeah, so about an hour left of this flight. And like I say, I'm going to take various snapshots en route and whack it all together in a video, so you, the guys out there, can make up your own mind on Active Sky. Okay.
061.
So we've fired up the clouds again. Sorry, the recording again. We're coming over the Alps, passing from Switzerland into
237. If
Italy.
you want, I can also see a flight level 37. Correction, flight level 39 resident. Flight level 390. No problem. We climb 237.
And what we can clearly see is the clouds are actually below and in the areas of the mountain range, as it would be, if that makes sense. So you can see you never got that with the Microsoft Flight Sim. It was clouds above it, but here we've got the low-lying clouds with
There is 610 and 6000 feet, clear analysis approach runway 28, report established.
and that would be missed between
Descent 6,000 feet,
mountain
clear
ranges, as it would be in real life.
and report time established, 2061.
So as I continue my descent into Milan over the Alps, I do personally, this part I think has actually appeared a lot better than what Microsoft Flight Sim would have normally done. Obviously, like I said, I'm giving you a proper review. You can clearly see the lower clouds like peeping over the mountain there. Look, mountain just peeping through. With the Microsoft Flight Sim, I never had that before as we was going over the Alps. It was either one or the other basically, and you can see it's just a little bit of peeping over there as well. So as we continue down, like I say, it'll be interesting to see what weather we get into Milan. So as for an update, I've just deployed my speed brakes to start bleeding our speed, and you can clearly see that we are getting buffeting I should say, buffeting the wind, sort of bouncing the aircraft. We never had this with the Microsoft Flight Sim, so it's nice to see us getting the air disturbance. However, you've just seen the clouds disappear from where we was coming down. I guess they've just loaded in the latest metar in this area, and they've clouds have suddenly vanished. We've still got some above us and in front. Milan, our airport, is just there. You can see we actually do a long loop and come in. We'll be going around that way and then coming this way for 35 right, which is down there. But that's our airport directly there as we start our descent. Okay, so here we are on approach, and you can clearly see that we are getting buffeted by wind. It's only 15.9, but it's only slightly changing, but you can clearly see, unlike Microsoft Flight Sim, we are actually getting buffeted by the airflow, and the aircraft is moving up and down, as you can clearly see. Again, never got that in Microsoft Flight Sim, so I'm impressed with that part. We're not quite on the glide yet, and you can see that the aircraft is being buffeted up and down, So the landing should be quite interesting. So we're getting quite a bit of buffeting, so I'll leave it running and give you, so you can have a good idea of what's happening with the aircraft. I think it's only fair. But we are getting a bit of wind buffeting, which is quite interesting. You see, here we go again. Again, like I say, I'm hands-free. That's my hands clapping. I'm not touching the joystick or anything.
2,500.
Check. It's just the wind pushing the aircraft about on our approach. Okay, so we're all green, no blue, gear down, locked. Altimeter set. 6 miles. Like I say, at the moment it's still the aircraft flying itself. I haven't taken over control yet. It should be challenging, I think. On our first initial part of approach, the wind was directly towards us. It's now gusting straight across from our right to left. I have control. Checking the wind, it's now changed to a tailwind.
500. Above. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Milan, everybody. I think that was quite a good landing. Definitely saw the impact of the wind there. So, interesting. I'll do a summary in a very short while.